Hey guys, happy to be with you here today. And I'm thrilled to share a bit about Reactive Network at DeFi and Restaking Day. So what we do in Reactive Network, we allow you to build reactive smart contracts which react to on-chain events with on-chain actions. And this generally enables three things. I will just list them now, and then I will put them in the context of restaking. So those three things are automation, where you can react to an event on the same or a different chain if you want an immediate action. Then this also allows cross-chain functionality. Even if you don't need automation, you can still use reactive smart contracts for cross-chain, since it listens to events on one chain, then it brings this data onto reactive chain, and then it goes to the destination chain. And also this allows for modularity, because you can listen to events not only on your own smart contract, but you can also listen to events on a third-party smart contract, for instance, some popular DEX or lending protocol or staking protocol, whatever, which allows you to build on top of that, add your own functionality to an existing solution. And yeah, all of that in a decentralized manner. So basically, we are a separate chain with a proof of stake consensus. This is a general scheme of how it works. So we have an origin smart contract on the left, which is yellow, reactive smart contract in the middle, which is blue, and the red one is a destination. So some event happens on the origin smart contract, reactive smart contract sees that, then it executes the logic that you describe in it, basically in Solidity. So another good thing about Reactive Network is it's just Solidity. You don't need to learn any new tech stack. You just need to connect to a new chain and deploy a smart contract. And that's talking about you as a developer. If you're a user of a solution that is using Reactive Network, you don't know about Reactive Network at all. It's completely under the hood. And so yes, a reactive smart contract processes this event, and if the conditions are met, it emits an event, a transaction on a destination chain. It calls a function of your choice. Okay, so what does it mean for us in the context of restaking? So first of all, automations. We can move from a several step process where a user needs to stake their tokens, then they get liquid tokens, then they go somewhere else and stake them somewhere else, right? We can put it all in just one step. So with all the other steps being automated. So if, for instance, you're building a restaking solution, it will simplify the life of your users a lot. And also, for instance, we can allow for automatic withdrawal or rebalancing. So we can monitor prices on DEXs, or we can monitor stake unlock events, and then automatically withdraw or deposit new funds based on that. And that's for automation. For cross-chain functionality, we can automate the withdrawals. So let's say you're staking, or your users are staking stuff on several chains, right? And they want to bring it all to one chain, to hold it in one wallet, or to sell it on a centralized exchange, for instance. So in that case, we can automate this whole cross-chain workflow as well. And yeah, we can also enable restaking across multiple chains. So you can send tokens cross-chain, then a reactive smart contract will see an event of tokens arriving on an address of interest on the other chain, and then automatically stake them on that chain as well. And also, as I have mentioned, there is modularity, so you can build on top of existing staking protocols. So you can not only build like your solutions, you can use what's already there, you can build automations on top of that. Okay, also I wanted to mention, so in terms of restaking, these use cases, they're possible, but they're in the future. But I also wanted to share what has already been done, what's already working. So these are the following use cases. One-step swap, where you don't need to approve funds first and then to swap them with several transactions clicking in your MetaMask, right? You can simplify this workflow for your users by automating So a reactive smart contract, it listens to an approval event and then it does the swap automatically. Then there is a stop order. I believe they're doing this thing in the fourth version of Uniswap out of the box, but you can build a stop order on top of any existing DEX, Uniswap based or some other code base, and you can monitor the exchange rate automatically, and then you can execute the order whenever an exchange rate of interest is reached. Also, there is a bridge when we are using that bridge ourselves. For instance, if you buy React tokens on some of centralized exchanges, then you want to stake it on a reactive network, then you will be using a bridge which utilizes a reactive technology. So also you can use the same thing and basically the same code base to build your own bridge. Also, there's such things as cross-chain lending and cross-chain Oracle, which kind of speak for themselves. So you can provide liquidity to a lending pool on one chain. I mean, you can provide the collateral on one chain, and you can get the loan on a different chain, and you can return the loan and get back collateral on the first chain back. And you can bridge data in a decentralized manner from any existing Oracle. For instance, if you're building on some smaller chain and Chainlink oracles are not present there, you can listen to Chainlink oracles using Reactive Network, and you can bring this data to the chain where you're operating, right? So, and also there's liquidation protection. You can monitor your liquidity position, and when it's close to liquidation threshold, you can add liquidity automatically. I don't think I have the time for this. So this is generally the scheme of how Uniswap stop order is working, but I'll just say a few words about that. So you can see an EOA address here, a token contract, a Uniswap contract, and a reactive contract. And the reactive contract, it monitors sync events, and when the price is reached, which we can see from a sync event, it emits the callback, which calls the swap function on a Uniswap smart contract. This is the use case I mentioned earlier, and generally this is the scheme that can work for many workflows that rely on doing actions based on price changing, right? So you can not only do the swap, you can add liquidity based on this sync event or whatever you want. And so earlier I mentioned use cases in general, right? Most of them have some code examples, but these are the use cases that are like real and live. So live, we have two applications already. I have forgotten to say that we've gone on mainnet 2 months ago. So we are on the mainnet and we are working with a bunch of chains such as Polygon, Base, Ethereum, obviously, Avalanche, and some others, right? And we can listen to events in all those chains, and we can write to those chains as well. So yeah, and these are the live applications. Flex Loan, it allows to provide liquidity to loans without actually sending the funds to the pool, but by just approving the funds. So in that case, you can use the same pool of your money for several pools, which kind of increases the utilization of your funds and increases your profits. Right, and we also have Reactor, which allows you to use reactive smart contracts without writing any reactive smart contracts. You just go there, and for instance, the stop order that I mentioned earlier, you can use this stop order, and you can deploy it on top of any existing Uniswap v2 based exchange, and you can use it like right now. You can go to this Reactor, you can find the links on our website, and you can use this automation. And currently we're having some more integrations with Smart Trust, where they monitor the activity of different counterparties, and there's adjudicators which make sure that the work has been done. I'm not sure I'm explaining this correctly right now, so I'll just skip to the next one. So there's also QSTN, where they distribute the rewards, and they want to monitor which party got how much rewards and build a leaderboard based on that. And for instance, there's also Dextrade, for whom we are enabling guestless transactions. So let's say a user wants to swap their funds to a chain where they don't have any gas tokens for now, and deposit those funds to a centralized exchange immediately, right? So using Reactive Network, you can do that. Basically, you're monitoring the events of funds arriving on chain A, and then on chain B, the funds, when they arrive, they're automatically sent to a specified address, for instance, a centralized exchange address, right? And I believe this is all the stuff that I wanted to share today. I hope I even got some time for the questions. But like, might be several reasons for you to connect with us. Not only to use our product, which is obviously the first reason, to explore restaking or other use cases that I mentioned today or that might just come to your head. You can also apply to our dev fund. So we have a dev fund where we provide grants to projects that integrate our technology in a manner that makes sense. And you can talk to me about that. You can talk to my colleague Emilius here about that. We are happy to discuss. And also, we've already organized a bunch of hackathons, and like from my standpoint, they were pretty successful in terms of they allowed us to accomplish what we wanted, to search for talents, right? And we're going to be doing more, and we're going to be doing a boot camp, and we're looking for partners for that. So in case you're interested in such activities for your project, and especially in case there is any type of technical collaboration between us, please reach out to us. We can do that together. You can see here the website, and you can scan the QR code to connect to me on Telegram. Thank you, guys.